few months ago, I flew to a very exclusive mastermind hosted by Ali Abdaal for entrepreneurs and creators making over $100,000 per year. And actually, the few of them were making $100,000 per month, but that's insane. The cost of this mastermind is $3,000. And in this video, I want to share 4 key insights that I learned while attending this mastermind and answer the question if these types of events are even worth it. So a couple of things that you need to know about this type of mastermind. So first of all, this was not open to anyone. They were actually screening people and looking at who basically applies and if they meet the criteria, which one of the main criteria was that that person needs to be earning over $100,000 per year. Otherwise, it's not going to create the environment that they wanted to create. And in the end, actually only 15 of us entrepreneurs actually attended that mastermind, and there were around 10 people from Ali's team. So in total, we are about 25 people in this mastermind. It's the first time I was attending any kind of this sort of event, so I was really open-minded and I didn't have any expectations. So what exactly did I learn in this mastermind? When you start earning over $100,000 a year, as a freelancer, creator, entrepreneur, whatever, I found that it does get lonely sometimes, and it's very difficult to meet people that are doing similar things to you. You're at some point you start to feel a bit like an alien. So I found that one of the main points of these masterminds is just to meet people like you per se, so that there is an opportunity for us to meet other people that are doing similar types of things as you do. Because I can't talk with my friends about my business problems, or that I spent $5,000 on a course or a coaching program, or that I invested $15,000 in a YouTube channel just as a side hustle. None of these things are even remotely relatable to any of my friends or any of the people around me. And during this mastermind, I met a lot of people that actually expressed the same mentality, that it's very difficult to meet people that you can relate to. On the same note, from my experience, networking, I found that it's a very powerful thing. I have had so many incredible opportunities open up to me just because I knew people that are doing interesting things around me. So basically, you know that people say that you're lucky, but there is a way to increase that luck factor. You just talk to people. And you meet people and you basically mingle around people. Networking is about opening opportunities that you didn't even know existed. I've met so many friends, clients, other types of referral opportunities just because I talk to people. And it's not that you go in there with a specific agenda. No, it's actually interesting to talk to people. It's actually interesting to see what they do. And then opportunities just kind of come naturally. So you don't need to be some kind of a salesperson and sell yourself. You're just there being interested in others and just trying to connect. And through that connection, something might happen or might not happen. So I don't have any expectations, but for example, I engage, interacted, and now follow people from that mastermind on my Instagram account. I have their emails. I've exchanged WhatsApp numbers. So now those people are in my vicinity. So whenever, actually some of the people I even now had a chance to talk through Zoom after the mastermind, because I had a question, I wanted to sort of get some insights from some of them. So I've emailed with other people, we've exchanged some ideas. There is a big benefit of networking with similar types of people in your industry, in your area, or in the way sort of in your income bracket, because you can find opportunities like that. The second key insight that I learned, or that happened to me more precisely, is that I've never met freelancers that are like me. Usually people look down to freelancing, because if you say that you're freelancing, many people think that you're doing some kind of a gig work for like $10 an hour. And many freelancers actually do struggle to earn income and barely earn $1,000 to $2,000 per month. Others just do it as a side hustle alongside their full-time job. So in my experience, it's not a good thing to say that you're a freelancer. And I've never met any freelancers that are similar like me. I always felt like an exception. I was doing side projects that earned money. I was very entrepreneurial sort of the whole time. I actually very quickly moved up to earning over $5,000 per month from my freelancing career, per se, if you can say that. And that already put me sort of ahead a lot of other freelancers. And again, I wasn't able to relate to many of them. And then I actually felt awkward telling people that I'm a freelancer because, assumption was always that, oh, you do some cheap work or you're a cheap labor. So I, for the longest time, actually avoided the term freelancer and always tried to somehow say what I do without actually saying that I'm a freelancer. So in this mastermind, that's the first time in my 10-year, actually now 11-year freelancing career that I actually met people that I would consider very similar like me. I met two other freelancers also doing over $100,000 per year without any teams, without any agency, just like them being entrepreneurial, doing some side hustles, having their own freelancing thing. And I really connected to both of them. People like me, or at least I found from my experience, it's very difficult to find them. They're usually, in their trenches doing the work, living the life, but they're not really advertising themselves. So these types of masterminds are the only way that I can meet freelancers like myself. The third insight is I actually went to this mastermind because I wanted to get clarity on the direction that I should go. You see, since the beginning of this year, I really struggled with a sense of what should I do next? How should I evolve my freelancing? And just what is that natural direction for me? The $100,000 per year or like $10,000 per month was such a big milestone, was such a big thing that I didn't even think what would happen after I hit it. And it felt that I didn't have any further direction. What should I do next? How should I evolve? Can I keep this consistent? So just a ton of questions appeared in my head, and I felt that there are so many options that I can do, that I can choose from, that I felt a bit kind of paralyzed, that I didn't know which one is the best. So I actually went to this mastermind because I wanted to talk to people that already are at this level or even above that level, and sort of ask them what they're doing, how they're thinking about this, what's the next natural step. I basically wanted to get clarity, basically express my problems and get clarity on maybe some kind of a direction that I should go for or choose. And it actually worked. So I attended this mastermind and I was surrounded by a lot more experienced and like-minded people. And I got so much feedback and thoughts on my own things. I even met some people that actually do SEO as well, and I got some very, very interesting business ideas that I didn't even think about it before. So basically that alone opened an opportunity in my head that I didn't even know existed, which I'm now really considering. And just in generally talking and then to someone about this and then just explaining my situation helped me really get more clarity and just clarify what do I actually want, what is the best sort of next steps. And I'm the kind of person that really learns by example. So I've actually talked to a lot of people and asked what they're doing, how they're doing things, what they're thinking of doing in the future. That alone also provided me with a lot of different possibilities and just answered a lot of the questions that I had. So these types of masterminds are very good if you are having specific problems with the direction, with clarity, with you're not sure what to do. It's just being around similar type of people like you really helps set the tone and really sort of grounds you, because I think all of us can be in our minds way too much, and then it gets chaotic, and then you don't even know what's real, what's true, what's good, what's bad. So I think other people can give you a very good perspective on things. And the last insight or thing that I learned by going to this mastermind was actually seeing how Ali's team operates from within. And that's very important for me. Since Ali is, now a major entrepreneur, I think he has a team of almost like 20 people. it's sometimes if you've never, been in a business like that, you never worked in a business like that, you've never seen it from, it can seem very magical. So it feels like something that you don't know how it works. And as I mentioned before, I really love to learn by seeing an example. That's how I understand things. That's how I always learn. So it was really cool to meet and interact with a lot of people on Ali's team. It just showed me a lot more how the stuff works behind the curtain, how people interact, what people do, what they're responsible for. It was amazing to get a sense of how it would feel and look like to run a company similar to that. I mean, at this point, I don't want or imagine myself running a 20-person team. That feels a bit too big and too stressful. But just in general, understanding what types of people he hired, what they do for work, how they feel working for Ali. Some of the things are even intangible, so I can't really explain in words what I gained, but I've noticed, at least myself, that just seeing how things work just gives you a way broader feel and understanding of what is possible and what is achievable. When you see how people interact, how people work, then it's a lot more easier to imagine that and apply it to yourself. So, I mean, I don't expect to run 20 team people, but, running a 3 to 5 company, 3 to 5 people company seems now way more plausible and achievable and natural than it was before. So is it worth it? And to me, it was an astounding yes. Come on, the networking, that has I don't know if any of that would, pay me directly in terms of like, I will get clients from this mastermind, but I wasn't expecting that. But from my experience, networking has a very long way of repaying itself. So something might happen 5 years from now because I was at this event, because I saw Ali or one of his team members, or met somebody at that mastermind that we connected, and I've experienced so many different opportunities pop up in terms of client work or any other sort of thing in life because I met people a few years ago. So even in this, for example, networking event, I met a previous Ali employee because I attended also a PTYA London meetup, I think a few years back. I already met her, so that was the second time me seeing her. So we already recognize each other. So we're just building connection, and we never know where some of the people might leave, go, or what do. So that alone in 5 years' time can pay off hugely in the ways that I cannot imagine right now. Then I got clarity, which is invaluable to me because now I know what actions I need to take to do with my own sort of freelancing and business. Getting to know Ali's team is a very nice bonus of just understanding how this type of small business agency company works from within. And the 2 freelancers that I met are just that showed me that I would need to go to a lot more events like that to basically find these people and just gather a group of friends and like-minded entrepreneurs, freelancers that I can interact and be with. But if you would like to know more about how I freelance, what strategies I use, and how I'm able to earn over 6 figures per year, I do have a newsletter linked down below, which is I share all of the strategies and everything that I use to get clients, to increase my income. It's packed with a ton of stuff. So check it out there. But for now, as always, YouTube is very smart. It thinks that you want to watch this video right here. So check it out here, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.